Scorpio, now you have somebody backpedaling. Now they mentioning eating their words. Why they mentioning eating their words? Because it was an epic fail. You dropped the ball. Okay? You failed. See that? Failure. Seven of Pentacles. You reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. That's going right here. You refuse to see things from a different perspective. What does that mean? Men have to be men and go hunt what they want. They can't play in people's face. Stop going through the women to get to the man because you're envious of the man or jealous of the man. Now they're backpedaling. Guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Eccentric RockStar'Seed. I guess they lied. Now they want to explain. Okay? I have another intuitive message for you. I should have been left. Because they know they got a smart mouth. They talk like Queen of Wands in reverse. They thought what they did was enough. I'm just going to do the bare minimum. I never had a dad. Well, how you know I had one? Okay? You see me in this masculine energy? Either I got a good-ass father or didn't have a father. I know I'm not the bottom bitch. Okay? Why don't you leave off of him or her? Okay? Because you're blocked. Okay? Access denied. Keep in mind, take what resonates, leave what does not. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. This gives me Keisha Cole. I should have been cheated. These men. You're talking about a man who saw another man or his status quo and his circle of whoever he's fond of. And this man instantly got green in the face. This man jumped out the window with the Five of Swords. Okay? Five of Swords. Now he's burdened. Like he's that's jealousy. It's a lot of jealousy. But you're no queen of nothing in reverse. Scorpio, you're the Queen of Swords. Like, you gotta come better than that. I only like men. I don't like no feminine acting man. I don't want no short man by 20 fingers. That's the name of that song. I don't know if it's some people on my channel that's mature enough. Remember that group 20 fingers? They don't want no short man. You don't want no half a man. Really, I feel like you're turning into this Queen of Swords because you notice that men nowadays are using women as beers because people are normalizing same-sex orientation. But this does not speak to the ones who are liberated and honest with themselves as to who they are and what they're going to be doing. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the people who still use girls as beards to be same-sex oriented. And they're jealous and they fight with the woman or try to fight with the man. They act like another bottom bitch. They really like the man, but they got to act like they're coming at the woman or think they're going to disrespect the woman. This gives me the Surah number 111. Perish Abu Lahab and perish he. He think his wealth and his family will save him. No, he will be thrown into the fire. His wife too. Yep. Because they used to go hard at the messenger Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. And her rope is a twisted rope, the palm fiber. I'm pretty sure I'm skipping a part. I'm used to saying it in Arabic, but I'm pretty sure I chopped it up in English, just a little bit. I think it's 5 ayahs, I think I'm skipping one, the 4th one. Nonetheless, you get the point. There's a sword for people like that too. For the men who act like women. Yeah, someone saw you basking in your glory, or someone sees you getting a lot of attention. Okay? And they see they're watching you by way of who's seeing who's close enough to you. You must have okay, that's the Emperor. That looks like a prophet anyway. It does. But I think that's like a little tidbit. That's like when you play the Super Mario game, you get the gold coins. Not to make it sound like patronizing, But you just said a scripture, a holy scripture, and that's the truth. That's what's making you victorious, not the man. Dig. You're the Queen of Swords, so you're knowledgeable. You're a warrior. The swords and the wands are the warriors of the deck. Okay? Which leaves people in this petty ass energy. It's only a 5, and a 5 could be changed. Okay? What's a 5 to a Queen of Swords? You see that? Men actually look like that. That actually looks like a man dressed like a woman. Well, he looks like a sissy because he's mouthing off, actually. Okay? And that's you looking at him like they crazy. Someone is in fight or flight mode, or you're brawling people. You're punching people straight in the teeth. But coming at you with the sailor underneath that. New influences, wanderlust. I was about to say dust. Remember that movie? You got that dust in your eyes? That was a man's way of saying, are you in the life? Are you same-sex oriented? You did. You see that? With the 2 fishes floating in the water. But nonetheless, on the more positive news, those are sneaky ones who got wives and they want to play dirty. The forgotten, missed opportunity, fear of failure. It's interestingly enough, so much of this reading so far is about failure. And someone thought that you were going to be their muse, like they were just going to play in your face the naivety of you. But this person is just proven to be a thief, seizing the moment. You see that? It looked just like that Hangman card. This person looks diabolical in a stupid way. You see how he's losing all his stuff? He's losing all his shit, trying to come for you, trying to steal your stuff. They look beautifully put together. You see? He done lost his mind. You see what I'm saying? Okay, seizing the moment, selfishness. Yeah, and the warrior. You have the warrior. Perfectionism, burnout. It must be hard for women to find a pretty decent. It's like when the man is like, for the man who the woman, whoever the man is that the woman is gravitating to, you know, they have harmony. They tend to celebrate together. He sees her purity. He loves women. You know what I mean? You don't see that every day. He could be a dreamboat. You know, you never know. But what they do know is that they're kindred spirits. Yeah. Okay. He recognized the beauty of the womb that borns you. So I don't want to tear it up. I just want to cherish it. I just want to be your friend. There you go. But I like that. I like the kindred spirits. The kindred spirit in these people. You know, the purity of the dynamic of your connection is pure. You could see each other in your premonition. You could dream a lot about each other. And y'all celebrate together. You evolve together or will evolve together because there's 4 butterflies here. Like 4, it gives me 4 wands with the celebration, 4 wands. Yeah. But you, in the meantime, you could be very angelic, very harmonious, very happy person. People see your glow up and want to just break bread with you. But your friend, I think you haven't had a love affair, but he's in love with you. It's not quite a love affair. Okay? Because you're friends with the Knight of Pentacles. You take it slow, but the Queen of Swords is here again. Okay? Strategy and wit, not that you're strategizing. It just seems like when you see these two together, they operate from different planes. But this is a good balance of masculine, feminine energy. But this is also a person, 2 people who practice emotional intelligence. She's the Queen of Swords because she knows a feminine acting man from a mile away, and she's not about to pull it. She's not trying to pull her sword up, so she takes her time with the Knight of Pentacles. While this person doesn't want to come rush in too fast and say the wrong thing. But he's very passionate about her. He respects her or something. Yeah. This woman sits in hermit mode a lot. but they connect. You see how they're two roses? They come from the same bushel of tea roses, not like flamboyancy, but like the flamingos. I only have eyes for you. They connect. See how the two roses are connecting? This person sees your value. But I do see people trying to run up and demise. Like it's showing you this is a spiritual evolution or a spiritual test in a way where God is he's working through you. He's showing you people. Like he's use watch your third eye, your premonition. Because he's showing you. He's showing these people you have wisdom. You take action. Okay? You're not afraid to take action. You call the facts. You call a half a man. And they gotta go sit down. Okay, they're not going to run up on you. What is an 8 of swords to a king of swords? You got to be, at least they know they can't just walk up to you. They got to run. They're going to run up on you. I mean, they can't just run up to you. They have to sneak up on you. I didn't mean that came out all wrong. Okay, because of your quiet strength, they don't know what you come to the table with. Can't domesticate a hungry lion. I tell you that. 9 of Cups. This is like somebody wants wish fulfillment for better and for worse. Okay? This is you saying goodbye to somebody. Or you could be reminiscent, long live the strong men, because they are very far and in between. You don't meet them every day. Likewise, this could be, switch it around. The men could be meeting a lot of petty people that show him there aren't a lot of feminine women around anymore because they have to be made to be men. I see that with the garden, with the world completion. No one's like really secure in their femininity. Not like a sexist, but like you see, we get why you're in your masculine energy, but can you balance it out and practice femininity? There is female empowerment in that, not just being masculine. You know, talk nice. Don't talk crazy. Talk nice with the Knight of Cups. Not like barefoot and pregnant unless that's your thing. I'm not being sexist or meaning to be sexist. You have the King of Pentacles, the stability that it provides. And then now we got the Queen of Swords here 3 times. So who's the real Queen of Swords is what it is. Is it the women? The closeted, crazy, freaky men? Because you got her here 3 times. Okay? She opts out of illusions very fast with the Knight of Swords. Like you see her here. Even the King of Swords is here. Okay? You got 3 kings here so far. King of Cups, King of Swords, King of Pentacles. And you got Ace of Cups. Somebody would love to work with you. Yeah, they would love to work with you. They would like to add value to what you bring to the table as a man. Like a man. Good. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Okay? You can have somebody is very fond of you. And I feel like y'all connect in a way where it's like, I don't meet you every day. I don't meet you every day. Sometimes environmental attitudes could start off a certain way. Sometimes the situation's less than ideal. But it's not end all be all. It doesn't define you, is what I'm seeing. So if you started off having fun, you realize that was the environmental attitude. That's not us at the core. With the 6 of Cups. Page of Pentacles. Because you put up a good fight. Like you're putting up a really good fight. There's that 7 of Pentacles again. Reaping what you sow. Just continue being patient. That's funny. As soon as I said that, there's your 3 of Wands. Be patient. Things seems to have a domino effect with the 6 of Swords. It has a domino effect just like chaos has a domino effect. And then you have optical illusions again. You have options. You have many different ways you want to practice your femininity is what I get from this card with with the fishies. You're deeply intuitive. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles is here. So you got a match with the King and Queen of Swords, King and Queen of Pentacles. Two people who recognize very different things or see things from very different perspectives, and they take knowledge from both and create anew. You're smart, eccentric. How do you just articulate things like that? I was raised by King and Queens of Swords. People who don't have they have zero tolerance for stupidity. You see the tower? You see these stats? You know what I am about. Okay? You take the rose-colored glasses off. Queen of Swords is here 3 times. So it's no mystery. You're not either something shifted about you where you're not letting things ride like they once did with the 5 of Wands. You see how they're talking about her? You don't care that they're talking about you. You care what they put out into the universe, like what they put out into the world, like, because you have to go combat that. You have to go clean all that up. These are your feelings. We're talking facts, not feelings. Somebody's watching you with the Page of Swords. Somebody's observing you from a second childhood. So someone doesn't know how to interact with you, but from the space of a second childhood. Someone's very distorted in their reality of how a man and a woman should be interacting. I don't feel like with that 5 of Wands, it's not women, it's men. You don't have a problem with women. You seem to have issues with feminine men because clearly you don't let them hide. You don't let them play with you. And then I see you have infinite wisdom. You said everything has a way of coming back around full circle. Okay? This is the unknown. But if you look closely, I can see on the card there's writing. The writing's on the wall. It's a little faded. So to me, it's like, remember the Shawshank Redemption? Where he said the man escaped prison and he gave the blueprint to Morgan Freeman, and then Morgan Freeman was let go. You dig? And he followed the blueprint, and they eventually caught up at the end, and he followed all the footsteps of the person to get him there. It's like a map, a physical map to get from point A to point B. You know, but the first one escaped. So he didn't have to go about it that way. Morgan didn't have to go about it in the same way he did, but he paved the way for him, and they were good friends. They connected. They became good friends in prison, and they remained good friends when they got out of prison. He found him. He caught up to him. But the writing's on the wall. It's very faded. It just, to me, shows that it's been a long time. Like the last person who wrote the blueprint, you know, tradition is very far and in between. It's very faded. It's very faded. Like F-A-D-E-D, faded. Like, once you get to the point where you hit the milestone based off of how you were raised, like what you were taught by wiser people, you know, it's been a long time since somebody felt that void. So it's like it's skipping a generation. It gives to me, it skips generations. The morals, ethics, and beliefs you stand on. Or if it's not your family directly by like blood or heritage, it is the generation before the last in general, you know, that somebody stood for this. And it's fail-proof, meaning it works every time. Someone thinks you're really brave. They think highly of you, okay? Gelato Goddess is about 10,000 different flavors. There's many different flavors to you. You're not one thing. You don't fit into nobody's boundary box, okay? Blame it on my gypsy soul. This could be you and a person who are, you know, equally free spirit, equally yoked by way of free spirit. This person is thinking to themselves, could be contemplating to themselves, you know, why can't I be free to be me? I'm very passionate about me and my beliefs and my core values. You align at the core by way of practical nature. with the Knights of Pentacles. Taking some time for this person to build, shedding layers, the things. You notice that he's leaving pentacles behind. He's even leaving the horse behind. Outdated beliefs. And he's shedding those layers. Little by little. You know, they're coming off. Could have something to do with this Queen of Swords. This Queen of Swords could be you. You know, sitting in reflection. Okay? I won't be hustled. You know, you're creating products. You could be someone who creates products. But you see things from a different perspective with the Hangman. Okay? And this is just not it. This is a fail. Oh, you see it. That is a fail. This is your Seven of Pentacles. You reap what you sow. When you don't take care of your emotional well-being, or you sit in a second childhood, you become diabolical like that. So second childhood is always frowned upon. You only get one childhood. And once it's gone, it's gone. That's why it pays to let children be children. Don't teach them to grow up too fast. Okay? All the while, you have the Empress here. Created. I saw the Emperor too. So the Emperor, the Empress. Someone really enjoys being a mom. You know, conclusions are within reach. Someone's very good at teaching the things that I'm saying. It's time to release negativity. It's time to practice yoga. Okay? A new start is coming. It's time to breathe out. Okay? It's going to be okay. A new start is coming. I like that title. Be bold and make the first move. See, that's what got... A man is actually going to approach you and tell you some things that are integral. They're honest. You know, that's going to take him out of darker, shadows. Conclusions are within reach. Okay? They're going to make you an offer you can't refuse. That doesn't always mean... Don't be one-dimensional when I say that, because someone's willing to meet you halfway with traditional core values, morals, ethics, and beliefs. And I feel like some conclusions are within reach. It's clear you don't find people like that every day, but, someone's decluttering. It goes back to that Knight of Pentacles. Create a sacred space. This could be a mental space you have with someone. Create a space, that is clear, that allows your creativity and abundance to flow easily. So this person could be creating a space for you to be the Empress, or be a stronger Empress, because they see talent and ability. Really, they see the will for you to want to do it. Transform, success, breakthrough. Somebody has mental clarity. What did I say? What was that? That was the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. If you want to break through your internal blocks and stop struggling, you have to do things differently than what you've been doing so far. So someone matches someone's wits with this, okay? As opposed to constantly running into people who have imbalances, or have paranoia, or suffer from schizophrenia, or something chemically imbalanced, because their emotions are not well taken care of. Their emotional well-being is not catered to. Someone's thinking of content, creating content marketing. Someone is marketing himself on a platform. It's like starting a nonprofit organization, or you see Single Moms Club, people starting websites that caters to the things, your morals, ethics, and beliefs. Someone believes in you. They're saying yes to this adventure. It's like old souls reuniting. It's just like old times, but even better, okay? Say yes to believing in yourself and in your business vision moving forward, knowing that your success is assured. I like this for you, Scorpio. You're providing this for somebody, or somebody is with you. They're meeting you halfway. wants to explain why they're full of shit. Yes, I lied. Let me explain. Someone feel like some of you should have been left because you saw the signs that the man got a smart mouth. They got that dust in their eyes or something. So you're leaving him or her. Either him or her. Okay? Someone's feeling blocked. Someone's sacral chakra is blocked. Someone's mental capacity is blocked. Okay? It took for someone to lose everything. Okay? To get to this point. Someone now, they want to apologize. But someone is in disbelief that their person did this to them. Or you're in disbelief listening to somebody having experienced that. Like the things that, and you're listening to these testimonies, or these are different people telling you their testimonies because you have a platform for people who can express it where they're not concealing it. Like the King of Cups, they're not concealing it. I get a lot of this energy from the Queen of Swords we just saw like 3 or 4 times. It's deception at its finest, and karma's a bitch, and it don't skip addresses. It comes to everybody, and it just really inspired people to feel afraid to really speak out and let their voice be heard. Someone wants you want someone to stop calling your phone, or you're listening to people. Someone's trying to tell their testimony, and the person keeps calling their phone. The feminine acting man. It's like you got a classic case of the fuck it's. You just don't want to be bothered, and you're listening, and you have this platform with these people, and now you have a counterpart who could be just companions with you at the moment, and you're explaining to them how your day goes. The things you won't believe. The things that some of these people have been through, so many of these women have been through behind these feminine acting men. Remind you, again, disclaimer, I am not attacking same-sex oriented people who are honest and integral about who they are and what they do. I am talking about the men who are abusive, who conceal the things about themselves, and these women go through all kinds of psychological changes. Men too. I won't exclude you. Because the roles could be reversed. The women could do this to men too. And you're listening to these testimonies, and it's like the things that people put their spouses through, put their family through behind closed doors. All kinds of psychological trauma. You two could connect by way of psychological trauma. Okay? Mental health is very important. You can't take that lightly. It has to be just as catered to as getting a yearly physical, or for women, getting a yearly PAPS. You can't sleep on things like that. So, and it's like listening to these testimonies, it's like you could have connected with a friend on an idea, like let's start it together. Okay? Or you started it first, and the friend, which is opposing genders, it could be same-sex genders too, but they're two companions who have found unconditional love with each other, who have found harmony with each other, and they enjoy each other's company. It's like pleasantry with dreams and the purity of humanity. Humanitarians is what I get with the kindred spirit. Okay, you see the beauty. You want to preserve the beauty, like people preserve wildlife. Like people preserve the trees, don't cut them all down. Obviously, if you knew that you get oxygen from trees, you wouldn't cut them all down. You want to preserve that for people. Common sense. You feel that way about humanity. Regardless of who people are, you do argue both sides of a coin, is what I get from this too. Like you are the Queen of Swords, so that could be an attorney. This is somebody who practices law or who just believes in justice, okay? These people are not acting like this for no reason. They suffer from severe trauma too, and they were afraid that their voice wasn't heard. So what I get is your platform is allowing people, and there was an environmental attitude with the 8 of Swords. Could be a parental figure with the King of Swords, who's very weak-spirited, vile, unintegral. Sometimes you put your kids in a box and tell them and project or enforce your vision, your idea, your dreams onto the child and force them to be something that doesn't feel natural to them instead of just letting them be children, but it's out of fear. It's like a generational curse, something like that. where you kind of push off what was instilled, what was forced upon you, or just you're made to tolerate something that doesn't even concern you. The King and Queen of Swords to me represent two people who come from logical parents or militant parents or just parents who didn't wear their emotions on their sleeves. They're not all abusive. They're not all nasty because they're like that, but they see the big picture and trying to protect. They did what they could to protect their children. Everybody came up through a different time or a different era, so it was different issues each generation. And same-sex orientation is coming up a couple times in my conversation. So it's someone who's afraid to speak. If you have a parental figure who never gave you that platform or that voice to speak, you kind of show up a certain way against humanity. So it seemed like for who I'm talking to, you have a platform for anybody to come and speak their truth because you understand that mental health, emotional health ties together. And it's a platform to let people release accordingly and be respected and be heard and be accepted, like the Trevor Project. It caters to anybody who's same-sex oriented or anything they've been through. You could just want to work through a trauma, and you have the pressures of society where you're made to show up a certain way or have to show up a certain way, man or woman. You have to conceal a lot of things, and you're not made to properly deal with them. A lot of this is healing. All that I need is coming in ways I could have never imagined. You're providing a resource for someone in ways that they could not. It's coming to them. The mercy is coming to them. Only my power inspires others to do the same. I'm not afraid to shine. That's what I'm talking about. All that I love is more important than all that I fear. Do you ever look at the infomercials or documentaries? Someone could be creating a documentary. That's not dead, People still do that, or people still want to do that. My productivity stems from inspiration. When I focus on what brings me joy, my task becomes effortless action. So this is somebody who's really putting their all into a project that allows people to be heard and feel appreciated. And it's something like the Trevor Project that's inspiring this person to do it. So people like creating more and more programs for people to practice releasing. Accept what happened to you, but don't internalize it like it's your fault. And so you have the necessary help, you have support. I see a group of people who have different strengths. Like someone could be in film production, someone could be a psychologist major, or someone could be an attorney or a lawyer, and you're putting your heads together and you're leaving your traditional corporate jobs to do something entrepreneurial, to do something nonprofit, and it's going to take off. Yeah, the moon is in reverse, so this is exposing the truth, exposing the manipulation, the trickery, because the magician's in reverse. Okay, you got the high priestess, and then you have the strength. You could be one of those moms who is like, when I see Gypsy Soul, it's like all are welcome. I don't care who you are. I don't care your race, your color, your creed, your religion, your preference. You're welcome in my house. All are welcome in my house. It's a no judgment, household. When darkness surrounds you, you be the light. There's something about you that lets people be who they are, and they gravitate to you in a way. It's like, well, let's transform this. Let's transform humanity. You're teaching people how to declutter their space, okay? And it's something with content. It's something with your content, or you're creating content. You're teaching people how to stand up for themselves and believe in themselves and what they stand for. This could have been an overbearing religious person with the high priestess, someone who's very godly, but extreme. Okay, to the point where her strength became her weakness. Man or woman, could be a minister. Okay, but it's like a God-fearing woman. Term manipulator or manipulated religion. And that's being exposed. And you got the world on the bottom. Something's over. Yeah, This is in the upright. This is a Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, so this is someone who's spiritually abusive, is what I'm getting from it, and the public defender. This is someone who's spiritually abusive, and it's going on top of that moon card. The world is going on top of the trickery. Something's ending, so something could begin. Okay, abusive power. Someone was possessive. Someone was became like, you know how religion for a long time became like the Mississippi Mass Choir, or famous preachers, or famous religious leaders of anybody at all. I'm just naming something, okay? And they get used to that limelight. They get a taste of the money. So it's like a straddle of the attempts for control. You know, like you're in. It's an abuse of power. 3 of Wands is patience. Like you're called to have. You practice a lot of integrity. Someone practiced a lot of integrity, okay, and really took the diligence and the patience, you know, to really release those spiritual demons. I feel like there's a lot of gens on somebody or moving through somebody because of somebody's spiritual manipulation. Someone's extremism, religious extremism brought in entities because it created blockages, because it turned into abuse of power, like master manipulation, trickery of some sort. Look, when I split the deck, there's the Justice card. There was an injustice done by someone who's overly manipulative with the Queen of Cups in reverse. That's like, when you think about that, that's really heavy-hearted. It's like in the public's eye, you know, you thrive, you crave off that power, but behind closed doors, you're an extremist, or, you know, someone's getting outed. That's just the bottom line. People are letting their voice be heard in a way where you're not naming names. Like you're not calling your parents out in that way. You do have that conviction in your chest where you honor your parents, but you tell your truth. And it creates a lot of harmony. It creates a lot of balance. It's people coming together by way of spiritual evolution. You know, some people have nightmares about this a lot because they don't have a way to speak their voice, and their chastity wasn't guarded. Their purity, their innocence was stolen from them. You know, and this is you're connecting with people from all over the world who you're having this platform where you can connect with people from around the world. It's very international. I get international, okay? And it's like preserving humanity with the beauty card. All are welcome. I don't care what your faith is. I don't care how you resonate with serving God. All are welcome. Something about gratitude, okay? Because it's been an awakening. There's been an awakening and a spiritual, like some people are waking up to their strength, their power, you have a voice, you can use it. There is a God, you know what I mean? And he protects babies, he protects fools, okay? And this is like a platform, is like causing people to wake up. It's like, I have support, I have help, you know, and it's freeing people from a mental prison that they've been in, probably since they were children, due to a parental figure. Because it says transition people. People went through, it could have forced someone to go through a lot of different changes. You know, you're following your intuition on this. It's like, it could have forced people to go through a lot of different changes, unnecessary changes, you know, throughout their adolescence and into their adulthood, where they don't feel like they're heard, or they don't feel like themselves. They don't feel authentic because of the way they were treated. So going back to what I said, yes, I lied. Let me explain. So this is like arguing both sides of the coin of the person who's doing the manipulating, the trickery. Now you're peeling back the layers from a psychological standpoint, and it's allowing you to see why the person's maneuvering like that. And then it forced the person to get honest. Something about this high priestess forced someone to get honest with themselves about where it came from. So it's like, I'm telling my truth. This is my truth. And you created a judgment-free zone about it. Someone who grew up in a home that could have been like a dog-eat-dog environment, where there's a lack of empathy, okay? Where there was a lot of fluidity, you know, people came and went, or just anything went behind closed doors. Okay? Someone will try to discredit, this is a side note, someone will try to discredit this platform because, what do I want to say? A popular, powerful religious leader will try to discredit the platform because of their guilty conscience. You never said their name, but they will try to speak out against it. that's a no-go. Okay, God said what he said with the world card. Okay, the trickery, manipulation, no more tricking the people or fooling the people. This could even be crooked religious leaders who take money from the people, from the poor, who give their last, and abuse of power kind of thing. It's supposed to be a public defender and it's in reverse. It's like an act of cowardice, with the moon in reverse. So it may have started as people who've been abused in their spousal connection, their marriage, their marital union, their sacred union, religious based structure type of union, and it could have started for them, a voice for them. But there are like resources now. It's a thing where it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And the resources don't just cater to them. It caters to the spouse to get help. Some people want to save their marriage. They don't want to just run away from their family or break their family up, like tradition. Something I said about tradition. Someone connects in that way where you don't want to fundamentally break the family up. You want to fix the issue. That cause a lot of like epic fails, that cause people to become chemically imbalanced, where it creates a lot of failures. We want to turn all of that around. You want to try to decrease things to the best of your ability, and for so much of it, it works. Well, so much of your idea, your creativity, and your creative endeavor, it does work. It may not fix everybody, but it helps. Like it's making some adjustments. Like you're getting the respect you deserve. Conclusions are within reach. A new start is coming. It's time to release negativity. Like, don't go around carrying burdens that, first of all, breathe. It's not your fault. It's going to be okay. Someone is bold and make the first move. So that maybe that's you. Being bold to make the first move. You know what you've been through. And this energy is gaining momentum. You're very close to achieving your goal. Communication is key. You're teaching people what do you need to release. You feel blockages, or you feel like your prayers are unheard. You feel like you keep being hit with roadblocks. You gotta release negativity. Communication is key. And emotions are running high. Have faith. The situation is calling you to have faith and to believe in the impossible and expect very powerful change, because adjustments are required. Things are shifting out, okay? I feel like a lot of things are closing out. A lot of cycles are closing out that God gives people chance after chance after chance to go repent and make things right. And so much of that is over when people take advantage of opportunities, okay, and press on people, children, spouses, victimized or whatever. A lot of family counseling is what I see. But it goes back to, oh shoot, my cards fell. I apologize. It goes back to people seeing something about this friendship. It's creating a spirit of envy. This friendship you have with a counterpart. And my premonition is a man and a woman, but it could be two men or two women. Doesn't matter, because it's a no judgment zone. But it all started with this friendship. It started with an idea. It started with that kindred spirit that you have with somebody. And people are saying that, yes, chivalry isn't dead. Hope isn't dead. Tradition isn't, it's not extinct. Okay? And it just went off from there. So something about you two coming together is very spiritual, nonetheless. And it's causing a lot of envy where people want to like dismantle it. But that's nobody but the devil. That's the party of the devil. You dig what I'm saying? Where you're exposing people for having abused their power or abused you. People hiding their truth. People wanting to cause a frenzy or creating chaos so you can separate from your person. You're blocking all of that. Damn. Someone's learning their power. And it goes back to this too, with the gelato goddess. That's like somebody who has many layers to them. And all of them are not pretty, And your free spirit allow you to just let people be who they're going to be. You can't be nothing else but yourself. Okay? There's no way to live. That's an imprisonment within itself. Trying to fit the bill of what your parents wanted you to be. You know what I mean? And there you go. I am enough. I am enough. Okay? On the card it says, I'm a mother, I'm a daughter, I'm a sister, I'm a lover. I am enough. It's somebody who's been oppressed. And you get into the root of why you're oppressed. Okay? You're becoming closer. Some people get closer through therapy, and some people realize we're just leading very different lives and they go their own separate way. But in this case, some of you, I carry your heart, I carry it in mine. Tribe of the kindred. Either that, if it's a thing where your connection dismantles or cease and desist, you found your soul tribe. Or some people get closer through therapeutic measures, through seeking help, seeking counsel, on your own terms. She waited a really long time to be saved until one day she decided to save herself. It was a very good day. She stood up for herself. People are taking a stand, okay? Madonna of Roses is like a heart of a warrior. It's like you love people. You love to take care of people. You love to help people. You dig what I'm saying? Like, this is somebody who come from where you come from. I just evolved about it. A divine badass. Someone just wants to be able to create an environment that's mentally conducive, that's child-friendly. No bickering, no fighting, no drugs, nothing that should be around where that child's not supposed to witness. Someone just wants that. And then even if it's not like as obvious as drugs or fighting or things like that, it's still mental abuse, emotional abuse, verbal abuse, no praying, a family that doesn't pray together, that doesn't stay together, that kind of thing. Daughter of the Sacred Heart. What did I say? Every saint has a past and every sinner has a future. You have a chance, you're making people be aware, like, it's not end all be all, that you've been through something. You don't have to perpetuate that same cycle. And all of it is like out of respect of you coming together with someone who's a lot like you. It could have started with you two showing up in support of each other. You dig? The love is eternal. Some kind of unconditional love. You see that? That's you and your person. Oh, I'm proud of y'all. Now you started a whole new wave that's going viral. I say keep going. You just blame it on my gypsy soul. Yeah, you could have come from a background that's overly extreme and abused their power, and you broke away from that. You freed yourself. You waited a really long time to be rescued, so you know what that feel like as from a first hand, and you saved yourself. Now you're creating something for people to create themselves too. You could be everything that you say you all about. I don't care what it is. Be everything. Gelato is layers and layers and layers. Okay, if some of those layers are same sex, be yourself. Is what it says. I see that. Yes, I lied. Let me explain. Yeah, this what flipped over. An injustice is being made correct. That fortune is turning in your favor with the world card, that global success. No more trickery. Or someone could think you're tricking the people, but it is not going to go like that. It's going to be cease and desisted. Like, someone's intuition is blocked, or someone's abilities are blocked because they were too extreme in what they say they were all about, or they were just abusing their power. Eight of Pentacles. Someone really works at themselves a lot, or hustled so many people that the oppressor is in spiritual prison, if not actual prison. And you were patient to see that. You waited a really long time, but you practiced integrity. You maintained integrity. But this goes to say you can't overly domesticate, a hungry lion. But this is a statue. This could be, how they say, something sits so long it turns to stone. You waited a really long time, because patience is on top of that, to have justice. That could have happened from things that stem back from you as a child. So this could be people who died as an oppressor, they never made that right. They could be in hellfire. This could be somebody who's in spiritual prison in life. This is somebody who is who could be in actual prison now, like predators. People who stole children's innocence in some way or another, or stole your innocence in some way or another. Someone's never coming out of that. That's a completion. They're burdened with all the fuck shit that they put you through. And this is your justice to go on a platform, and help other people make it through it as well. Okay. And what's on the bottom? Rockstar. I think I could stop right there. Okay. It's like you don't have to sing all the like sexually explicit. Some people get their healing through their music. If you listen to people's music, when I see the Rockstar card, they sing a lot about the stuff that they've been through. Some of it is inflicted with a lot of pain, or they become big stars and now they have that platform, like I was just explaining, and now they could tell their truth without outing their parents in a way where I didn't say their name, but I told my truth is for my healing, for my peace of mind. Okay. Is a lot of sorrow is not it. Like singing helped me off the ledge. Your platform helped me off the ledge. I was going to end all, be all. I just wanted to end it all. Okay, I wanted somebody to come and find me like this. I was afraid someone would come and find me like this. But my talent, something about it, it was a spirit. Something in me just didn't quit. I stood my ground. Okay, and it freed me from the devil's grip with the trickery, manipulation, and the obsessions and the addictions. This could be sex trafficking for people who could have been like kidnapped or something like that too, and sometimes they make it out of that. Very rarely, but they make it out of that. Okay, there's going to be a death or transformation for somebody, or transforming out for somebody. Well, even if it's my platform that's helping you, okay, that's what it's for. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.